Hey everyone, this is Avinash back with another video. In this video, let's discuss about core frameworks for advanced prompting techniques, right? So, if you remember, we discussed about mega prompt framework initially while starting this particular whole module. And that is one of the best framework out of 3 good frameworks we know as of today in the market. So, there are 3 frameworks, guys. Mega prompt framework, meta prompt framework, and progressive prompting framework. These are the 3 frameworks that are like very advanced in the market as of today, right? They're like a lot more, but these are like very good, and all the advanced prompt engineering, people use this. We decided to go with mega prompt framework because that reaps the maximum benefits with the minimum, kind of efforts, right? So we decided to create the entire thing using mega prompt framework. And even in each framework, we have different formats. Framework is the concept of communicating to AI in a prompt, right? Framework is nothing but how you are kind of writing your whole prompt format, writing your concept, the basic concept. Inside that framework also, we have different formats. So what is mega prompt? Mega prompt is nothing but explaining more details in a prompt than general 1 to 2 lines and giving it as much context and as many details as possible to a AI or LLM in a big prompt. That is a mega prompt. And whereas progressive prompt is a method where you're giving context plus why, what, how kind of a method. And then there is meta prompting where you give one prompt and ask LM to rewrite the particular original prompt, one-line prompt in a better way, asking all the questions and blah, blah, blah. So this is like 3 different frameworks. In 3 different frameworks, we'll discuss all 3, by the way, don't worry. In 3 different frameworks, we'll have different formats anyone will use. Some use parameters, like, inside the mega prompt, if you remember, some people use this particular format of task, context, kind of instructions, all that thing we discussed, right? In a similar way, other people will kind of use the same concept with a different format. The format which we taught beginning of this particular module is one of the best format we got inside this mega prompt framework after like testing approximately 100. So what we decided is, we decided to show you all 3 frameworks once. Although we didn't basically stretch on each of the framework throughout this course, but we just wanted to, before we complete this entire module, we just wanted to give you a gist of all 3 frameworks that are very good, despite we didn't covering everything, because there's like these are not great and all, but very good for few use cases, for very niche use cases. That's why we just wanted to show you these frameworks. And since we covered a mega prompt framework already in a certain format, we decided to show you a different format inside the mega prompt itself. So we'll define each of the framework and we'll showcase one good format in these frameworks, right? Got it? So mega prompts, it's a comprehensive strategy for enhanced AI interaction. And by the way, this is going to be for 30 minutes again. Just stay till the very end. Since we are covering 3 frameworks, wanted to compare the results and stuff like that, we just wanted to do it in a single go. Mega prompts go beyond basic prompting, equipping AI with precise information to produce very high-end results. This approach parallels creating a mini program using a colloquial language, offering a simple and efficient execution method. The objective of mega prompt is to enrich AI's response in terms of quality, specificity, relevance through more thorough and organized. Just as we discussed before, mega prompt is nothing but giving a lot more information than usual zero-shot prompt. That's all. So one format which we discussed in the before is like we have different components. Inside different components, we have different elements and stuff like that. That's one mega prompt format. And here we're going to discuss about this mega prompt format where we have intention, method, persona, anecdotes, context, and template. So intention is like what is the task or objective for AI. Method provides an approach or strategy for AI to follow to get that particular task done. Persona is the role or the character that AI should adopt. Anecdotes, specific examples of desired inputs or outputs. Context is like relevant background and situational information about the task. template is like the anticipated structure, the format, and everything like that. Template is just template. Yeah. So this is basically, this mega prompt format is little easy, but the thing is, this format will not extract you the most information possible from your brain. It's like subtopics, fine, but it will not be able to get the maximum thoughts from your brain to put it on a paper. But still, this is the second best mega prompt framework format that worked with us. Framework is the concept, format is how you exactly structure the entire framework. That's it. You can have unlimited amount of formats, and this is one format. And this is called impact, by the way, intention, method, persona, anecdote, context, like IMCAT, impact format. So the first one is intention. We discussed the intention, right? So this is the specific task or goal you want AI to achieve. Clear intentions allow the AI to provide targeted and meaningful results. So examples can be: write a comprehensive SWOT analysis report, draft an appealing book synopsis, construct a content calendar for YouTube channel, create a topic suggestion for food blog, create an attractive proposal for a new digital marketing service. All this can be examples of intentions component, in a intentions component in this particular mega prompt format. And then the next method, IM. M stands for method. The method provides an approach or strategy for AI to follow, like how you want AI to do this particular task. And examples would be: use data-driven analysis to create a SWOT report, apply engaging storytelling techniques to draft a book synopsis, use keyword research and SEO best practices to generate topic suggestions for a food blog. You see, we're just writing the follow-up prompt or follow-up, next step for the format. Incorporate persuasive sales techniques and value proposition to create a proposal for a new digital marketing service. Draft a digital marketing proposal in a step-by-step process by systematically understanding the client goals. This is one. IM is done. The third one is P, which stands for persona. Assigning a persona helps the AI to adopt a specific role. This role influences the knowledge that AI will utilize and adds a unique voice and perspective to the AI's response. Examples would be: act as a seasoned travel blogger offering destination recommendation, assume the role of nutritionist suggesting meal plans, channel a financial advisor explaining cryptocurrency trends, assistant is equal to a digital nomad sharing a remote work tips, speak as if you are a motivational speaker giving an uplifting speech. I'm sorry guys. The next one would be A, fourth one, anecdotes. Serve as specific examples of desired outputs, inputs or outputs. This guides AI, providing a clear model to follow. However, overly specific anecdotes can bias the AI's output, and sometimes more general or varied examples can yield better results. So just be very cautious with it. Examples of this would be: provide a sample of compiling podcast introduction to inspire a new one, include an examples of engaging stories, captions for a AI to mimic. So anecdotes are nothing but you are giving more input data. These are not actual examples. These are like ideas for you to create examples as inputs in this anecdotes, category, into this component. Provide a well-structured complaint resolutions email as a template. You can do that. List items in parentheses like examples: 3D printers, robotic kits, blah, blah, blah. Share your initial thoughts. I need a blog post that incorporate a popular culture reference. All these references can be given. These are not end examples. These are ideas for you to create an example. Got it? Great. Context. This is the fourth one, if I'm not wrong. Impact. Yeah, fifth one. Yeah, that's fifth one. Context provides a relevant background and situational details about the task. This added information helps AI to create responses that fit overall scenario. Like, very self-explanatory. The market environment during a new software release in a competitive tech industry. That's the context. The background of a logo redesign following a company split. The backdrop. The scenario of addressing customer review on a hotel booking site. The situation of pitching to potential investors for a fintech startup. These are the examples of content. Template could be: this template sets the expected structure or format of AI's output. That's the last one, guys, in the impact format. This could range from a specific template to a more general guide to the output structure. Examples will be deliver your findings in an S-site, easy to read bullet point format your results in a formal business report style. Use this formula for your headline. Maximize benefit with minimal effort. For each result, provide a brief explanation and 3 supporting points. You're just giving basic templates or frameworks into this template. That's it. Arrange the content in a blog post format with header, subheader, and bullet points. That's it. So we're done with mega prompts. We're not going to go to the practicals because obviously we gave you examples for each one of the thing here, and this is the second format. So it's on you whether how will you be able to create this. But for progressive prompting, we'll go do the practicals part. So this is the second framework. There are 3 best frameworks in the market as of now. 1, mega. 2 is progressive. 3 is meta. So we're discussing the second one. Progressive prompts, multi-step workflows. Progressive prompts are a redefined way to engage with an AI, breaking down a complex question or a task into a series of simpler prompts. This approach assumes that AI has a set amount of thinking power or interference capability for each interaction. By dividing your request into series of smaller steps, you can leverage the full cognitive potential of AI at each stage of your request. You understood, right? So instead of asking one thing at a time, it's almost like COT, guys. Think of it as a COT, but in the COT, you are actually giving question, but here the question will be like, it will not be kind of, if you want to write a book, and you want a title idea, instead of using COT, you could use progressive thought prompting. The reason why is, it often leads to more accurate and valuable results compared to posing a single or complex query. So what happens here is, you will divide your question into context plus why, what, and how format. So this way, you will get a better answer, which we'll discuss. Give me a second. Progressive prompting often leads to more accurate results. However, it's worth noting that this method can be more time consuming, create more text to review, and needs deconstruction of your request into logical stages. Despite this consideration for complex or high-stake tasks, progressive prompting can be an effective strategy. Here is an example. So, progressive prompt, inside the progressive prompt, the format we're going to use, the best format we figured out is context plus what, why, and how progressive prompt. Suppose you are interested in launching a side business. You wanted to evaluate different businesses and need to kind of stick to one business model. So here is how you might might use a progressive prompt. Context is, I'm considering starting the side hustle that I can run in my spare time and has high likelihood of success. Can you detail the key factors I should consider? What could be, what are the 5 potential business ideas that align with my requirements and have a good chance of success? Why do these business ideas have potential? Can you discuss aspects such as market demand, level of competition, and other relevant factors? How can I select the best idea from one suggested? What are the criteria to evaluate? So that's it. So let's just go to ChatGPT right away, and then let's just see. So first, whenever you're creating a new prompt, this is the context and this is the what. You'll just enter, that's it, and you'll get. Certainly, let's explore 5 business ideas that might align with your requirements of being manageable as a side hustle and having higher likelihood of success. Dropshipping, e-commerce business. Key advantage, low overhead cost, wide range of products to sell, scalable. Is it scalable? Consideration. Choose a niche that you are interested in, using marketing strategies to attract customers, manage customer service effectively, etc. Freelance digital marketing service. Growing demand can be managed remotely, possible to work in various sectors. Consideration, develop a skill, blah, 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 blah. What are the considerations you need to do to get there? Online course creation and coaching, personal shopper or stylist. By the way, I need one. Subscription box services, blah, blah, blah. It even gives the next steps, tips to success, and stuff like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to ask why. Why do you think these businesses are best? So we give what? First, we need to give context plus what. Now we are asking why. So for dropshipping, it is giving market demand. Online shopping has surged and continued to rise, especially post-pandemic. Competition. quite high, but niches and unique selling points can set you apart. Other factors, no need physical inventory. It is giving that freelance. What is the market demand? What is the competition? Other factors. How many of you actually think this is awesome? Like, how many of you think this is actually awesome? I just feel that it's actually cool. Online course creation and coaching, market demand, the e-learning market has been expanding, saturated in some areas, but expertise in a specific niche can still attract a dedicated audience. Quality of content, what are the other factors that the success will be depend market, and increase in demand for personalized services and service experiences, and the rise of personal brand, competition, moderately competitive with opportunities for niche specialization, example, vegan fashion, local designers, blah, blah, blah. Subscription, box services, blah, blah, blah. It even gave us additional context, dropshipping, e-commerce business, demand fluctuations, global reach, remote possibility, client dependence, online course, passive income, community building, personal brand, local versus online, supplier relation, box curation. How many of you think you could actually do something from this and make money from it? Say yes. Say yes in the comment down below. Right? It's cool, right? And now I'll just ask how. So whenever you have a task that you need to think logically, like kind of need strategy instead of just sending it as a prompt for writing a blog post, but you have to create a strategy. Doing something like this would be better using a progressive prompt framework. In progressive prompting framework, using this would be better. Or the other option you have in mega prompt framework is tree of thought. Got it? You could use either tree of thought or this one. You could maybe use both and see what's the best one. And how can I select the best business idea from the one suggested? What are the criteria should I use to evaluate them? Alignment with your skill and interest, question why it is important, market demand, level of competition, startup cost and capital, profitability and revenue model, scalability, flexibility, legal and ethical consideration, risk analysis, technology and automation, and even it gave us list of 10 things to actually kind of evaluate, and then steps also. It gave us 10 things to evaluate, and what are the steps to evaluate? Like there are 5 steps that you need to follow in each of these 10 suggestions or criteria metrics. You need to do 50 different things, and you will definitely finalize one great business idea just from this. How many of you think using this format, no matter what kind of a business idea you have, you will get the best out of it? I just feel this is awesome, in my opinion. If you like progressive thought prompting, just say loved progressive thought prompting in the comments down below. Anyways, let's go. I hope I am adding value. Yeah. So this approach allows for more effective and structured engagement with AI, providing valuable insights instead of a single suggestions without context or reasoning. That's it. So we're done with mega and progressive. The third prompting technique here is meta prompts, streamlined AI interaction technique. So meta prompts are basically, guys, instead of reading all this, I'll say you it in one point. What you'll go to LLM is, hey, this is the task I want. So this is like original one-line prompt. And then you'll give them a meta prompt saying, you are an expert LLM prompt engineer with 20 years of experience. So now taking into consideration of the task I have in my mind, can you write me a mega prompt using the original prompt I gave you? And it will write a big mega prompt and will give you. That's it. That's all. Basically, that's it. And I will just see if we have any example. And yeah, we have example, but then we'll talk first before going to an example. We'll talk about advantages of meta prompt. It is efficient, obviously. Flexibility. They allow for adjustment in the topic or writing style without needing to rewrite the entire prompt. As simple as that. Creativity. Sometimes using meta prompts would give you a mega prompt that maybe is better than yours. So maybe sometimes using meta prompting technique would be better. And limitations would be, it is a little complex, right? You need to create a meta prompt that would give you a mega prompt, and that mega prompt might be bad. Again, you need to go to meta prompt, change something in meta prompt, go to mega prompt, and then mega prompt, blah, 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 blah. You're confused, I know. I'll give you an example and you will know what is the difference between meta prompt and mega prompt. Don't worry. It will be time consuming, obviously, and then you're almost dependent on AI to think. You're not even thinking and giving your own format. That's the only reason I'm little kind of against it. So this is the, all these AI tools that claim to write mega prompts for you for the best answer does this. What they do is they create one meta prompt so that whatever the small line of a prompt you give, it will go to this mega prompt and it will give you a mega prompt. That's all it does. I'll show you exactly what I meant. So example of meta prompting. Write a blog post about benefits of meditation. If you go give this to your LLM and say, hey, this is my original prompt, and meta prompt is, you are an expert in LLMs and prompting with 20 years of experience as a consultant writer and creator. Construct a more detailed prompt that guides the creation of a blog post highlighting the scientific and personal benefits of meditation. That's all. So I'll just go, one second guys. Yeah, I'll just open this. You see, this is the original one-line prompt. For that original one-line prompt, we wrote one meta prompt, something like this. A meta prompt, you need to fine-tune a bit and you'll get one meta prompt. And basically detailed prompt for creating a blog post, scientific, blah, blah, blah. You're giving title plus you're asking it to write one good of a prompt. Introduction, engaging hook, thesis statement, objective. Wow, this is actually wonderful. Well, only problem is you could actually take a meta prompt, but not overly dependent on that. Don't overly dependent on it and take that. This is a mega prompt you got right here now. It wrote one title for you. It wrote one introduction component where it has engaging hook, thesis statement, objective, and it is even giving instructions clearly outline what's best, what's great, and defining. Section 1 is like, basically it is kind of guiding it, demystifying meditation, defining meditation, types of meditation, common myths and misconceptions, address the debunked, blah, 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 brain cognitive enhancements, physical health. So it's basically what it is doing is, just like a professional content creator plus a prompt engineer, it is using the ability to combine both skills and creating the entire mega prompt that you could literally copy. This is like proper copy, and then you could literally paste this detailed prompt. I could just say create a blog post at blah blah blah, and that's it. Let's see how it goes. This is an excellent detailed output for a blog post on the. Let's just take a minute guys. Additional notes, language and tone, visual, citation. So now we are getting this thing. Yeah. So now what you'll do is, this is the end output it is giving us. We just need to remove this big, engaging hook and stuff like that. Introduction we should keep, and we should do. Imagine a space where serenity envelops you, dissolving seamlessly in ensorrowment. What the God. AI is like Shashi Tharoor all the time these days. Mountain of daily stress into a mere pebbles, effortlessly carried away by a gentle stream. For Martin, a high-flying executive constantly on the tight rope of corporate demands, this space was not merely a daydream, but a sanctuary he discovered within himself through the ancient practices of meditation. Thesis statement. While the concept of meditation often brings forth images of hermits seeking spiritual enlightenment and enlightenment, the practice transcends this stereotypical visions, weaving together a tapestry of scientifically backed cognitive, emotional and physical benefits that scientifically enhances our day-to-day lives. Objective. This blog ventures blah blah blah. So end of the day, meta prompt gave you one mega prompt, and that mega prompt you put it as it is, and then just change here and there. You could edit it, and then you'll get all this statement as it is. While textually rich, the blog post will benefit scientifically embedding images and whatever. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes it will not follow each and everything that was said here. So that is also one small problem, since the prompt is so big, bigger than our mega prompt usually, like so big, like almost 500 words in the prompt itself. So what you need to do is you need to kind of go back, edit this mega prompt that it gave, and then the answers will be done. So this is one good advantage of meta prompt, and small disadvantage also here you could see. If you see, after this, section 1, demystifying meditation, types of meditation and common myths, right? Let's see. It didn't cover the common myths. You could now use critic prompting and say, hey, did you cover all the points that was mentioned in the initial input? So then you could do something like this. My previous response elaborated on certain sections and even provided a graph. I also included blah 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 searches. So it is, I don't think you included everything in our initial prompt. Find the missing parts or pieces and rewrite again. And by the way, you could have small spelling mistakes here and there. Absolutely no problem. So now you say you are correct. I did not cover all the sections from the initial prompt in my previous message. I provided detailed content for the introduction section. Let's develop some additional content to give an example of what might be included in these sections. So now it is writing everything, like whatever the missing pieces in the section 1, common myths, it is writing enough. And then in the section 3, it kind of missed few things already in the previous segment. Brain and emotion is what it covered, right? And whole section 3 is gone. Like section 2, there's no section 3 and section 4 directly. So this is what happens when your prompt is like not organized properly. We just copy pasted our mega prompt. You need to kind of do it better, but still whenever you ask this, it will give you like section 3. Now it wrote everything. Section 4, it didn't write because we already have it. And then section 5, which is whichever, whatever. So what you need to essentially do is it rewrote the entire missing parts. And we just need to combine both. Can you now combine both outputs, this missing pieces? Yeah. So introduction, meditation, blah, blah, blah. Now it is taking out the subheadings also. You see, that is very good. And now you could actually again use critic prompting and say what are the few things that we could improve upon or something like that. Meditation, a practice, basically what it does is in taking out the subheadings because it doesn't look good and introducing the entire thing. Do you now think it's actually writing a great blog post? Of course. So when I said that meta prompting technique is little time consuming, this is the reason why. It is great, but kind of consumes a little bit of time to make the prompt great. So if you're in hurry, can't write whole mega prompt, just write a meta prompt. It will give you a prompt output like this and paste that mega prompt output that ChatGPT itself wrote it for you and paste it here by editing a bit here and there. That's all. So yeah, I hope you had a great time with this particular video and learned something new. Let's go. The final one. In essence, meta prompting represents a potent technique in the AI prompting arsenal. If there is anything that can push the boundaries of AI cognitive capability, meta prompting is indeed a strong contender. Just imagine, guys, AI is writing a prompt for you. If you could use it with a little bit of spice and make it a little better, this can be a very good tool arsenal. And only because to cover meta prompt framework, I just felt like I just need to cover all 3 frameworks and give one more mega prompt framework, template, and then introduce to progressive prompting and also meta prompting. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.